16. Third leg, it could have been 2 legs to 1 to Hamilton. Instead, he lost the set 3-0.
Absolutely massive difference, and Phil was there to punish Hamilton's mistakes. Carries on like this. It's a Taylor-Barnevelt semi-final.
Ladies and gentlemen, second set, first leg.
And Phil has the darts in this second set, so all he's got to do is hold his throw here. Maybe 2 sets up. Sounds simple, but don't write Hamilton off, because we know what he's capable of.
100.
And a nice steady turn to get the second set underway for the power.
Well, he's famously come back twice against Whitlock. One in a World Match Play 18 months ago, and one in the semi-final of this particular competition 12 months ago. So if there's anybody in this field who's capable of coming back against anybody in the field, then it's Andy Hamilton. Taylor gave the darts to Hamilton. He does that
58.
in the World Championship. He's prepared to do it, and in Blackpool in the World Match Play he's prepared to do it. And those are the only 2 competitions where you get the stipulation towards the end that it has to be won by 2 clear legs. And that is a factor in his thinking, most certainly.
We'll like it from Phil. Hasn't been the best of legs so far.
140.
It's only his 3rd ton 40 so far. Not a lot of difference between the 2 of them on the 3 dart average, but the finishing is a huge difference. That was a major factor in that first set. Hamilton with his second 180. Brilliant. And looking good to break the throw, but he has to sort that finishing out.
Yeah.
85.
60 means that he hasn't quite got as much time as he might have thought. Get it polished off here and now. That's the easy bit. Double 10.
43.
Well, I don't need to say anything. The dart tells its own story. And Taylor has a chance. 118. 58. Tops to steal another leg, and I mean it. He deserves it with a finish like that, but he should never have had a shot, Nige.
You can hardly believe the opportunities that he's been presented with, Phil. He's picked Hamilton's pocket there for sure, because that leg was in Hamilton's hands completely. Slack first dart from Phil, but the finishing is the key difference between these 2 players so far. 95 average for Hamilton, 94.82 for Phil. 2 180s for this guy. Phil's not hit one yet, but that finishing, 6 missed shots on a double. He hasn't won a leg so far, Hamilton.
Yes, it's very similar this to the James Wade and Vincent van der Voort contest, where van der Voort missed vital darts of the double several times. Now the first maximum from the power, and he's looking very contented.
I think Phil would be the first to admit that Andy hasn't helped himself. Should have killed legs off and wasted opportunities. But Phil is playing quite beautifully here. Just a quick check of the scoreboard. Switches for treble 19. Delightful darts from the power. Leaves a 2-dart finish to break the throw.
Yes, it's similar to the last leg, only it was Hamilton who was miles ahead. Taylor left himself on 118 and checked it out when Hamilton let him in. I have a feeling that Taylor will not let Hamilton in here. Now tops, and he hasn't missed it yet. Oh, just over the bar. Now 83. He may have to use the bull, but treble 17 first. 16 bull. Remember, Taylor went this way before. Bullseye for Hamilton.
58.
Well, it has to go down, Nigel, as another missed darter to double.
Failure required 40.
7 missed finishes. Tops for Taylor for 2-0 in the second set. And a break of throw!
Edge on the second leg. Phil Taylor.
63% of the finish for Taylor. Averaging almost 99 now. You have to fear the worst for Andy Hamilton, unless he can click into gear and fast.
Well, hitting the 25 instead of the bull is, I suppose, akin to hitting the post or the bar. But he's had so many opportunities in the early part of this game. In footballing terms, Nigel, he should be 3-1 up, maybe. Instead, he's losing by a set to 0 and 2 legs to 0, and take nothing away from Phil Taylor, who's finishing 63%, 5 out of 8, is just what he wants.
Phil playing the best darts of the tournament so far from him. We remember in the second round he conceded the first set to Jerry Hendricks and then clicked into gear. Then he demolished Robert Thornton in straight sets, 4-0. And here he is, looking good for a 2-0 lead
83
against the hammer.
Yeah, Hendricks played brilliantly for a set, and then it was as if he suddenly realised where he was, looked around and thought, heck, and never produced anything after that. Really struggled.
136.
You could argue Phil didn't let him.
Well, that's true, and Phil is ruthless in those circumstances. He's been ruthless with Andy Hamilton tonight. Every time Hamilton's missed, Taylor hasn't, and that's what he does.
And it's frustrating for Hamilton because he's played well enough to set up the opportunities, and he's blown in when it matters. And that is what is costing him. Now, look at this from Phil. Treble 19 for tops. Well, he'll just go up for 18s here. He went for treble 18 there. Andy's not on a finish, so still looking good for Phil to clean up the second set.
Yes, the signs are now that the uncertainty is not only in Hamilton's head, but it's reached the arm as well. And when that happens, here we go, double 10 for the set. Double 5, no, he's going to come down 2 for double 4 and take the chance here. He's throwing down that gauntlet to Hamilton. I don't think you can get 160, pal.
I was just going to say, if ever you needed a moment of magic, that would have been it.
It would indeed, Nigel, just the time to send a message to the power, but now double 4, a fraction in. And he judges it perfectly. The hour is with the power. He's 2 sets to 0 up. Hasn't lost a leg yet. Hamilton has something to do when we return.